Hey everyone, it's Tiffany and you found me for Tarot Friday. So I hope you're here for a fun weekend forecast. Take what you want and leave the rest. I'm going to be using the Golden Tarot deck, one of my favorite decks for the weekend ahead. We're going to go through every sign. So if you're new, I welcome you to Wise Skies. Wise Skies is a metaphysical counseling company. We offer tarot, we offer astrology, human design, psychic mediumship, and Akashic Records readings. So I invite you to check out wiseskiescollective.com for our services and our membership. Our members get access to 2 classes a month and 2 readings that are very similar to this. So we would love to have you as a new member if this is a season where you're looking for ongoing support with things like psychic development, astrology lessons, human design lessons, things like this. I like to give you a little overview of what's going on in the astrology before we get going. I know we're at the end of September, which is hard to believe. So we're in pumpkin latte season. And what's happening in October, right? The numerology is going to shift from a 6 to a 7. That's more like soul quest energy, wisdom energy, studying, whatever you want to study energy. It's very much like the owl energy, you know? So if you find yourself kind of wanting to go within, this is a great month to be meditating, things like that. In the astrology, Mercury is going to go direct in Virgo on the 2nd and will eventually move back into Libra. So still a theme around partnerships, what's balanced and trying to even things out. Pluto will go direct in Capricorn on the 8th. And I want you to circle October 22nd because Venus will cazimi the sun. And I want you to see what's going on positive for you with love, with money, with romance, with feeling good, right? So Venus will be in the heart of the sun, cazimi, once a year. Am I right, astrologers? Or is it every other year? I'm sorry, I'm not remembering, but it's rare. It doesn't happen all the time. So I want you to really pay attention as this shift with Mercury into Libra and Venus in the heart of the sun on October 22nd. So know that now and pay attention to it and know that this too shall pass, whatever storms might be going on. Those are the main things. You know, later in the month, Mars is going to retrograde in Gemini. And we're already seeing that. Like last night, I got some reports of gunshot between fireworks. That's very Mars and Gemini. I got a report of some clients' business being very divided over a situation, and all of their clients are very divided over a situation, right? And so you can see some of the divisiveness of Mars and Gemini. And so I just say, whatever's falling apart, let it right now. Just let it. And see what happens. See if you can enjoy the ride instead of being all worked up about it. Like I get all worked up about it, right? So let's meditate and work with that, the numerology frequency of the 7-month and the 6-year. Last little astrology tidbit before we get into the reading. I got the 2023 calendar done. We have beautiful, I guess, support and testimonials from Jodie Forrest, from Celeste Brooks, from Sarah El Harar. And so all of my astrology friends are using and loving the calendar, and I welcome you to purchase it early. We did have a first version go out that had some kinks in it. The second version is out. You should be good to go. If you have any problems at all, I personally will help you walk through it. I don't want anybody to have tech nightmares, and I will absolutely help make sure that you get it installed easily, effortlessly. I'm Tiffany at wiseskiescollective.com, and you can absolutely count on us for good customer service with the calendar. But check that out too. It's at wiseskiescollective.com. Okay, let's begin our readings, okay? Let's clear the deck for Aries. So this is our Aries reading for the weekend ahead. Some practical advice or guidance for our Aries friends. We get a 6 of Wands. This is very supportive, positive energy. If you have seen our Tarot 101 class, our free video class, you'll recognize this card as one of the few yes cards, okay? This is time to say yes, to go forward. This is a victory, it's a win, it's energy going in your favor, right? And so this is a positive time to be active, right? This isn't like a slow down, sleep on the couch, take it easy, unplug yourself kind of a card. This is like, let's make hay while the sun shines. So I would say anybody with Aries, sun, moon, rising, watching, if you're feeling like getting out there or doing something, you would be very supported in that energy this weekend. Okay, let's clear for our Taurus and see what our Taurus needs to hear. All right, these 2 cards fell out, the Knight of Cups and the Magician reverse. this just reminds me, that don't think that the magic is outside of yourself. The magic is inside of yourself. So this weekend, Taurus, can you connect to something a little bit more artistic or creative that gets you back in the flow of the more spiritual side of your life, so that you're not checklist or taskmaster or bullet pointing or anything like that. And equally, that you're not like overboard in emotions, but that you just get a little sense of magic, do something fun that fills your cup. The Knight of Cups is that very artistic side of us. So turn the music up loud, roll the windows down, go for a drive, reconnect with yourself. If you feel like you've lost your magic, do what it takes to reconnect to it, to reconnect to your own personal magic. Okay, after Taurus comes, let's see, after Taurus comes Gemini. So this reading is for our Geminis, clearing for our Geminis. You have Mars in your sign right now. This is the card that flew out. You have a 7 of Cups. So Gemini, sometimes we get bogged down and we feel like life is happening to us instead of for us. That's not the case. And this card is a reminder that you have a lot of options, that there are many things laid out in front of you, that you're not stuck in a corner, that you don't have to live a certain way, that you're not forced to make a decision. So if you're unhappy about something, where can you kind of start back with yourself and look at some of the options and choices that you have available, and maybe really turn something juicy around. So remember, Gemini, you have lots and lots of options, and that should be freeing for you. Not that overwhelming, like too many options, I don't know what to do. So if you're feeling too many options, I don't know what to do, just get centered and be thankful that you do have options, that you're not cornered in, and start to feel into what might be a little bit more freeing than you had felt before. Okay, after Gemini comes Cancer. Let's just clear the deck for our Cancers. Any Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Cancer rising watching for this weekend ahead? We get a 6 of Coins. This is the card of generosity. So there might be some juggling of finances. There might be a need to get a loan or pay a loan back, or, you know what I mean? This is moving finances around in a generous way, usually a larger amount of money. So maybe some of you guys are paying off credit cards, or maybe some of you guys are lending yourself through acts of service, right? So money can be what grounds us, and it can also be a symbol for our sense of security and safety. And so there might be something that you're doing that's very generous with your service work, helping provide for somebody else. Maybe you've got 2 sets of furniture and your friend's moving and you give them one. You know what I mean? That's how that generous spirit can look. And for Cancers, that can be very, very rewarding too, to be able to help somebody with their home, right? Okay. Maybe you've got extra storage space and you let somebody borrow half of the unit, right? Like there can be some things like that that you could interpret it however you like. All right, let's clear for our Leos. Let's clear for Leos. Any of our Leos watching? Wow, that is the worst shuffle. I'm going to just try that one again. Clearing for our Leos. What is it that our Leos need to hear for the weekend ahead? Some practical advice or guidance. Judgment card. Major arcana, right? And so the Judgment card happens 3 days after Jesus left the tomb and rose again. So this is a card about afterlife, about standing in judgment in front of your maker. This could be a time when maybe you have some apologies or amends or some deep life review that you're going through. If so, go deep. You know, you've got the 7 frequency coming in early maybe, and you want to have some personal self-reflection. This can also be a card to not be so judgy, to not put everybody else before you, to not be so critical of things. Like use your critical eye in a way that's very positive instead of a way that feels judgmental to yourself or others. If you're feeling judged, see what you can do to shake it off. You know, see what you can do to realize that somebody's projection onto you might not be accurate for who you are, and see if you can just see their heart and their aura instead of their personality, right? These spiritual principles should override the personalities that might show up. And just remember that we just put your face on the other person. We are all aspects of God looking at each other. We're all children of God. So try to take it easy on the person that's heated in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Try to take it easy on the person that's going through a really hard time. And that person might be yourself, right, Leo? Okay, after Leo comes our Virgos. Just some practical advice or guidance for our Virgos on the weekend ahead. You got the the instruction card. Let's see. 9 of Coins. So the 9 of Coins, this is a woman of her own making who's very she's able to enjoy the finer things of life. There's an element of being self-sufficient and self-supporting. She's not relying on anybody else, and she's happy and stable and grounded. So I would say, well done, Virgo. You're on the path to self-sufficiency. You don't have as much to fear as you might think. And so if you've been going through a season or a cycle where you're afraid of things, afraid of losing everything, afraid of dying, afraid of not having control over your life, this is a card that helps you overcome that. So a lot of people overcoming that, and also people resting in that. So Virgo, you can just rest, and maybe there's a time when you can get back into a gratitude list where you can realize a job well done. This is a time when you were fortunate enough to be able to be of service to other people, where you really don't want or need for anything. And so if you think you do, I would say get back into your gratitude journal and realize that you want for nothing, you know? Okay. After Virgo comes Libra. Let's clear the deck for Libra. What is it that our Libras need to hear for the weekend ahead? Okay. Just clearing for Libra. We get the Hanged Man. Okay. The Hanged Man is about doing nothing, pausing, simplifying, tabling something. This is not a weekend for decisions, discussions, arguments. This is about seeing things from a different perspective, taking data, and then let it have some time. You know what I mean? This is like, put the item in your cart, but like sleep on it, and then look again. And is there something else that would be a better fit? And take, this is how we work in our psychic development classes, which I encourage you all to join. In psychic development, we'll look at a piece of information, put it down, come back to it. Does it fit like a glove? Great. You know, does it not? I'm going to get some more information and try again. The Hanged Man encourages us in the same way to look at the information from a different perspective, observe, and really don't do anything. If doing nothing is a great challenge for you, I would say you've been challenged. This is your weekend to get nothing done, to think of nothing, and see if you can just pause, Libras. Okay, next we've got our Scorpios. So this reading is for our Scorpios for September 30th, the weekend ahead. Just checking in with the Scorpio energy. What is it that our Scorpios need to hear and access? The Ace of Cups, falling in love, that feeling of loving life, that feeling of things working out, that feeling of kisses and snuggles and cuddles, that feeling of diving into the deep end of the pool when it's the perfect temperature, that feeling of being connected with source and creativity. This is a good omen for you, Scorpios. And there's a lot of energy moving into your chart, right? The Sun, Venus, Mercury will all shift into Scorpio in October. So coming soon near you, near Scorpio near you, is a message of love, right? A message of sensuality, but also a message of like that pure love that's very innocent. And so whatever you can do to connect to a feeling of love, whether you have to conjure up an old memory, you know, whether you're playing, whether you're like doing something with somebody special or significant, it's like, just try to fall in love with your life, you know, and what adjustments need to be made. All right, let's look at the deck for our Sagittarius, just clearing the deck for our Sagittarius for the weekend ahead. Let's get some practical advice or guidance for our Sages. 10 of Coins. Okay, so the 10 of Coins is the most amount of money possible. This is abundance, this is wealth, this is security. And so you're doing things now that are setting yourself up for a positive future. Yes, it was reversed, but we still always read this card positively. So there might be some delays in your financial abundance or gain. This might be a weekend when you work on your budget a little bit and see what's what. The 10 of Coins makes me know, it reminds me that you're going to be okay. Everything's working out in your favor. You have hidden helpers that are cheering you on and setting up opportunities for you that you don't even know about yet. But this is a very positive card to get. So yay, if you're a Sag or Sag rising, eh? All right, let's clear the deck for our Capricorns. Just clearing for Capricorn, seeing what's available in the energy for our Capricorns. Okay. Just getting some extra messages here. The Queen of Wands. So Capricorns, this is a call to be like the Queen of Wands or deal with the Queen of Wands in your life. This energy is very charismatic, confident, forward thinking, confident, on the go. This person is ready for anything, wants to go on an adventure. So you might connect with your inner adventurer or your friend who's an adventurer and take them out and just have a fun weekend exploring, hiking, bunch of different things, change it up, right? Like this is very outward focused energy that indicates a lot of enthusiasm for life, right? This is the fire of life. So connecting with somebody that can help you feel that fire and get passionate and just go enjoy bouncing around this weekend. Okay, let's clear for our Aquarius. So what is it that our Aquarius needs to hear in the weekend ahead? Just some practical advice or guidance for our Aquarius. Okay, the Sun card. All right, so the Sun card, this is about shining, right? This is about opportunities, making hay while the sun shines. This is carpe diem. This is YOLO. This is like taking advantage of positive things going well in your life. This is also a reminder to take care of your health and your vitality. So maybe some of you Aquarius are doing a reset for your health. Maybe some of you are going through a detox period. Maybe some of you are getting back into the gym or committing to go walking every day. Maybe you want to have a home yoga practice, but this is about your health and vitality and also about saying yes to the opportunities that feel really good in your body right now. So paying attention to your body wisdom to make decisions is another way you can work with this card, Aquarius. Okay, and now let's clear for our Pisces. What is it that our Pisces need to hear for the weekend ahead? Some practical advice or guidance for our Pisces. Ooh, the fountain kicked in. Can you hear it? All right, so some of our Pisces looking at some anxiety, things keeping them up at night. So this is a call to take good care of your sleep. So what is it that needs to change that would help you sleep? And what does it need to change inside of yourself or inside of your home or inside of your bedroom that you need to pivot so that you can have good care of your soul and your sleep at night? Do you need to have to set up some kind of spiritual boundaries so that you're not getting invasions when you're sleeping or visits when you're sleeping? Do you need to get a new blanket and zhuzh things up? Do you need to get, I don't know, like, are there too many crystals or cards or something by your bed and it's keeping you up at night? Do you need to rearrange the furniture? Do you need to let go of something that's really bothering you for now? Is there something you can just table for now so that you can get a good night's sleep for a long period of time? Okay. And then let's clear for our universal reading. What is it that everybody needs to hear? Just a message of love, guidance, so that you feel connected to the unseen world. Okay. 10 of coins, guys. Look, it's going to be okay. So it's going to be okay, especially when Jupiter moves into Taurus next year. I think we're going to get back into the period of financial improvement and stability and things kind of, if we can just kind of stay the course and not freak out, that I think that everybody's finances are going to improve if we can wait until next year even. So this is a card of abundance, affluence, stability, good luck. It's also a card of love and connection. And so I think the cards have been very generous with us this weekend when the astrology has been otherwise kind of rocky. So I hope everybody has a beautiful weekend. Thank you for coming to the Wise Skies channel. Please like and subscribe. It helps us get the message out to others, and we really appreciate it. I'm Tiffany. I'm so glad you're here. I would love to read for you. I would love to have you in the membership. Check us out at wiseskiescollective.com and on all the social media places, right? We'd love to hang out with you. And namaste.